Yep, this video is gonna piss some people off. A list of my personal Zelda hot takes and some of your guys that I know will make you mad. Most YouTubers would say something like, please don't get mad at me, it's just my opinion. But I don't give a fuck. My opinions are my opinion, and every opinion is subjective except for the opinion that my opinion is objective, and that is objectively true. So feel free to get angry at me and disagree with basically all of them in the comments. This one is mine, and I know I'm going to lose a few subs from it, but it's just how I personally feel. New Zelda better than old Zelda. Let me explain. My first Zelda game was Breath of the Wild. It was the first game I ever beat on my own. I was 11 when it first came out and I got it, and to tell you that I played it a lot, be an understatement even huger than my dick when Pen flaps his wings for me at exactly 1:16 AM on a Monday night. I played this game 4 to 6 hours a day for 2 years before I even thought about moving on to other games too. I know I'm biased and I want to elaborate. I'm not saying open air Zelda is perfect or that old Zelda is bad. I think there's a perfect compromise, and Echoes of Wisdom proves that. Now I haven't beat EOW, but from what I have played, it's perfect. It has the better dungeons of old Zelda and the exploration of new Zelda. Story is both linear and non-linear. And I think the next big 3D Zelda game should learn from it if we want to have a perfect compromise. So what I really meant by new Zelda better than old Zelda is that if we could only have one forever, I would pick new Zelda. To me, Zelda's always been about exploration above all else. I'ma just say it, Purah isn't even that hot. This one comes from Cool Guy, who said, I like BOTW powers over Tears ones. Cool, by the way. First of all, I am very. And second, I know most people would agree with Cool Guy. Let me make my case. Champion abilities take way longer to charge than the Sage abilities do. And I use Tulin's power of wind. Way more than I use Rivali's gas. I mean Gyat. I mean Fartami. I mean Hot Bird. I mean Gale. The only Sage ability that is actually useless is Yunobo's power of fire. The only thing it really is useful for is getting me hard and ready to fuck in under 6.1 seconds, which is very useful when I'm at Sidon's house. Now the major downside to the Sages is I have to chase them down to use their power, just like I have to chase your mom down, but I still would prefer them over the champions. The hottest Zelda character is Mipha. Evermeans should have been called Treedeads, and that is a fact. TOTK has better quests than BOTW. That is objectively truer than the fact that King Rom had his nibbles surgically removed by one of King Dorephan's 477 husbands. Ocarina of Time's art style sucks ass even harder than Rivali when I call him a Uba Gooba Dooba. Not even talking about the graphics, like the promotional art and character design. It's pretty much the worst of any Zelda game literally ever. So real quick, by the way, if this video does well, we're gonna do another one. So if you have Zelda hot takes, leave them in the comments and I will use them. Now this one comes from Chase, who said BOTW better than TOTK. I have to disagree. In my opinion, they're about equal. I will say I did have more fun with Breath of Hot Air. And even just remembering and exploring that world for the first time just makes me harder than Mipha when Link burps in her mouth. Excuse me. I've watched him do that. It even makes me hard. But Tears of the Democratic Republic is honestly better in every possible way my kinky brain can comprehend, except for nostalgia. Moldugas are hot. You can't prove me wrong. I would get my dick miles up this thing if the opportunity presents itself in the coming years. This one comes from I'm a Tree, who said Demon King fight not even that good in TOTK. Now I'ma have to disagree. Out of all the endings to any Zelda game ever, this one was the most Sigma. It was like so epic and cool. I will say though, I do wish Ganondorf was a little bit harder. And not in the way you think. I wanna punch his dick. 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 I wanna punch know why this one is even controversial. BOTW has better puzzles than older Zelda games. Not played every dungeon in Zelda history. The older Zelda games dungeons that I have played, they're less of puzzles and more, oh, go fight this mini boss to get a key. to open this door to pull a lever to get another key. And I know not all of the shrines in Breath of the Wild are good. I love the ones that have cool cast riddles to get in, and ones like the Kia Rune Shrine that have really cool challenging puzzles. The Dueling Peaks shrines, which honestly are peak. Honestly, something about their puzzle is kind of like mildly attractive and makes me hard. I would honestly prefer these smaller riddles rather than big dungeons. I'm not saying we shouldn't have themed dungeons, but I am saying I think riddles as a whole should stay in the Zelda franchise. Speaking of riddles, can you solve this one? It has 3 fingers, a 26-inch dick, gives incredible hand jobs, is red most of the time, but when I'm done with them, they're white. That's right. The subscribe-lin at the end of the video, so maybe give this man a kiss for Daddy Prisma. Go watch this video where I ranked every single food item in Tears of the Kingdom on how attractive they are, or go figure out what your favorite Zelda character says about you.